That is the popcorn drift. I just came through there and I'm back in this chamber where I turned around last time. I'm sure you guys recognize it. I'm sort of sticking with the left theme here, and so I'm going to go down this one on the left first and see where this might take us. Maybe not very far, if that's the end right there, but we'll see. Got more popcorn here in front of us. Looks like a raise, obviously, on the right there. Given all the debris that's come down. Sure, to stope up there. And it looks like this just ends right there. I'll go check to be sure. I spoke a little too soon. It does keep going a little way. I see another collapse there. I don't know if it's possible to get past that. It looks like this might be an ore chute that failed from there. Let me get over this, get back there, and I'll check in again. I was just there a moment ago. I've climbed up on top of this pile of wood and looking up what I thought was a collapsed ore chute. I think it probably is, because I think they pushed the ore in from that passage there. And looking ahead, gotta get down there. Alright, looking ahead, there's another collapsed ore chute there. Looks pretty messy in front of us. I see a little opening there. We'll see. I gotta get over this first. I was just down there a moment ago, and you know what this is? This is that chamber where those old school rock bolts were there, and that gnarly messed up rail here. That's it for this section, obviously, and I'll go back and pick up where we left off when we just came into the popcorn junction. Popcorn drift, popcorn junction, whatever you want to call it. That's it right there. We just came from exploring that direction, and we've got this area here and that area there left to explore. And looks like we have a false floor in front of us here. We've got an explosive box there. Doesn't look like it's got anything in it. Cool formations there. Okay, this doesn't go anywhere on this side. A lot of cool formations hanging down here, but that is blocked off there, as is that, as is this, which only leaves us the choice of that. Looking down the false floor, you can see the track ran right over it. See the spikes and the ties running off that way. So let's see what is back here. All kinds of woodwork back here. Heaps of wood and such. A lot more popcorn bundles here coming from there. Another ore chute and false floor here. Whoa, that goes down a ways. It goes vertical for as far as I can see. And my exploring buddy has caught up to me again. There he is back there. Going to check out the section we just did. Look at all the popcorn coming out of this ore chute. That is impressive. And there's another ore chute there, and the drift just keeps running. That false floor we crossed is right there, and you've got all these popcorn ore chutes behind us here, and it looks fairly open in front of us that way, with the exception of that false floor right there. Alright, we're going to continue down this drift here. See a plugged ore chute there. Pretty good looking ore chute right here. Actually, this one looks pretty intact. There is false floor here, dropping down vertically there. I'm just gonna kind of skirt around that one because I don't have any desire to go tumbling down. Keeps running that way. There's a little pocket here. Here's mine to the west right there. View of the back side of that ore chute. Another false floor here. Man. Okay, I can get a pretty good view down this one. And as you can see, just drops straight on down. So I was standing over there on the other side of this false floor just a moment ago, and this one's a bit sketchy because you can see that support beam is no longer connected to anything or supporting anything, and like I said, it's vertical down there, but I did. And on the left you can see big ore chute going up there where it's collapsed and plugged, and then in front of us we got another ore chute with a bunch of popcorn dribbling out. Very phallic looking formation on the ground there. The drift keeps running that way. There it is, looking up this plugged one. There's some stairs here. There's a ladder here that goes up into a collapse there. All kinds of string formations here. Pretty wild. And coming ahead. Wow, look at this formation. Starts down there. Runs up. Keeps running up. Connects to that one. And goes all the way up there. That is wild. Wow. Probably the coolest formation I've seen inside of a mine right there. False floor here, which is mostly gone. Looking down it. Looks like an ore pass. Can't see how far it goes, but it goes and angles down smooth like an ore pass would be. And looking ahead, it just dead ends right there. So that is it. Okay, almost back to the very beginning of the mine. This is the junction where I went left and my exploring buddy went right. We haven't been down here yet, and the portal is just right back there. So let's go check out this last section of the mine that we haven't seen yet. Alright, pretty large chamber here. Pocket to nowhere there. There's some stuff going off here to the left. Check that in a minute. I see daylight right there. And we've got a winze right here. And what is up above? I see more daylight up there, so it connects somewhere. And it's just a little platform here in front of us. And checking out this winze. There's a cable on the winze right there. Stay out, that's probably good advice. Ah, I think that's actually a manway. So Oh, wow, okay. Now this I would call winzes, probably. It opens up quite a bit down there. Keeps going down that way. That's just a bunch of rubble and material, kind of hard to make out much. But that extends all the way here, so I'm probably standing on a false floor. Let's see. Looking ahead, a bunch of ore chutes here. That apparently ran up at one time, is now blocked. Very plugged ore chute here. Continuing on. Interesting minerals here. Yeah, given the way all this wood and such is set up, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a false floor. There's woodwork all through here. Another ore chute there. Pipe in front of us. And looks like there's a bulkhead right here. See more of the woodwork here. And yeah, see how that's bending? You see the bow and that wood and that heavy timber? That means there's a lot of weight above us. Another door or bulkhead here. There's an ore chute here on the left. And it looks like we have a very dramatic decline here on the right. I was just standing there a moment ago, and here's a look down to that big pit. It runs off that way, all along here, and then up to the surface there. So this could be an open stope, or they just punched out to the surface, followed the vein all the way up. But I imagine that keeps running down, probably ties into some of the other areas we saw where those false floors drop down. Interestingly, directly behind me is a little room. Presumably a little tool room. There's not much left in the way of tools, but always little shelves, things like that. I thought it was pretty cool. I was just standing there, and that's that little room. I was just checking out. And of course the winds drops, or not winds, I think it's an open stope, drops off down there. And I noticed right there, I think it says leave lamps. I don't think they would say leave lambs. So I think that says leave lamps. So presumably this might have been an exit at one point. See the smashed workings right there. There might have been an adit that ran out here that got buried beneath all the rubble when they punched out here. Hard to say. Let's go check out that other section. Just finished exploring back there. You can actually still see the daylight there. That's the way we came in. And we still have this last section here to check out. A big ore chute right in front of us. And cave section right there. Looks like that might run to the surface actually, given how it's fairly muddy. So heading back this way. Oh, there's an opening dropping down there. There's a view down the opening there. Okay, that opening is right there, and drift carries on this way. Maybe goes to the left up here. Nope, does not. Maybe kept going ahead at one point, but that's it. We've done this level.